Hi, Carol here. Warm welcome to my craft room. I was sent a picture by my granddaughter to see if I could make a similar card from a card she found on Pinterest. And I said I would give it a go, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to make it 5 by 7. I don't know what size this card was, but I will leave a picture of it at the end of this tutorial. It was, when I looked it up, I couldn't find the actual picture on Pinterest, but I had it. I took the picture off of the message that my granddaughter had sent me, and it's from a set from Stampin' Up called Hello Cupcake. I did do some research on it, and I couldn't figure out why there was squiggly lines in the design, but then I later found out it is from a stamp set, and it is from Stampin' Up. So I cased it, so to speak, but put a twist on it, put my own twist on it, so it wasn't identical. Now, here I'm making 5 by 7. Like I said, I'm using my 140-pound white cardstock. On the outside, I'll use a lighter cardstock because on this card, as I was looking at it, it had quite a few layers, which was really nice to see. For me, right? Yes, and so here I'm making my own base. I have a 1/4 of an inch there that I fold. I took my Teflon bone folder, gave it a good fold. I'll put double-sided tape on the back, and there you have it, my own 5 by 7 card base. Yes, and you can see little Hunter's hand over there. He's helping me out. So that's always nice. I like to get help when I'm in the craft room. And he's a big help. Passes me things. Yes. So, let's go with this. So we have the base, the white. Then I'm going to put black 85-pound cardstock over top. Then I'm going to put white on it again. And hey, excuse me, it's not a cookie. It's a cupcake. Yes, they both start with a C, so that's okay. It's nice seeing you. Hello. I have to say that it was very nice to case a card. I haven't done that in a long time, years actually. I try to come up with my own designs, but it was nice to see this design. It was a nice little card, black and white, cupcake on the front. The front of my card is pretty close to this one, except for I obviously didn't have the stamp set, and I had, excuse me, sticky here. Oh yes, you knew he was going to come when anything is sticky. And yeah, so here comes the black card base, and I'm following. If you see me going over, I'm looking at the card. If you see me playing around with that mouse thing, I'm looking at the card on the message that she had sent me because I couldn't find it myself on Pinterest. So I had to keep going over and looking at the message, and she really just wanted something similar. It was simplistic in nature, which is really nice. You know, black and white, you don't need to add a whole lot to that. It speaks for itself when you do black and white cards, and I really did like this concept. So I needed to have some thread, and I needed black ribbon. So off to the stash I went, and here we go. That's some cupcake icing for you. Makes me really hungry. I have some Empire cookies. Do you get Empire cookies where you live? Oh, I love Empire cookies. They're like butter cookies with jam in the middle, white frosting, and a cherry in the center, like a maraschino cherry piece, not a whole cherry. Anyway, yeah. So that just made me think of that. I got some yesterday. They're Hunter's favorite. So here we go. Yes. And so I'm tying a bow. I'm looking at it again. This, I have to add this white layer, so excuse me. Yes, thank you. Oh, he likes to come at inopportune times all the time, but I enjoy his company. Here we go, nice bow, nice and tight. I have the double side, I have the tape on the back. And you know, I forgot that I had the tape on the back, so obviously it's stuck to my mat there, because I forgot that I had taken the back off of it. So once I got that unstuck, I cut this off. I will put a mini glue dot behind the bow to keep it in place. as we all do. And then I need to make a little panel, which is white, black, white for the front. And then we're going to start designing this little cupcake. And you know, when I did this and I was putting the squiggly lines in it, I couldn't figure, I'm thinking to myself, I've never seen a stamp set that has squiggly lines like this. So I went on the internet and I put stamp set with squiggly lines. That's all I could think of. There, I'm putting it down. And I came up with the Hello Cupcake from Stampin' Up. It's a nice little set. I don't have it, but I improvised, and improvising is always good. So here I'm cutting off the black portion for the inside, the upper panel right through the Xyron 5-inch. I love it because it's 5x7 and you just get to slide that thing right through and you've got all your sticky on the back. I had to cut a little piece off, so I just put the backing back on because you don't want, you know, I haven't done that yet where I put the sticky into my trimmer and then cut it and it stuck to the trimmer. I haven't done that yet, but you know, there's always time for that. I could do that in the future. You never know with me. So here we go. I have to look at it again. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to add it to this panel. So you have white, black, white. Love this. I love the thickness because I'm using my 140-pound cardstock. So it's super heavy and that's what I like. So I didn't see the inside of the card. I only saw the outside of the card that she had sent me the picture of. So I just went with my own design on the inside and I went with my own design on the back side. And I made a box for it, of course. It's for my granddaughter. I had to go, you know, and it's for Angela. So I had to really, you know, it's a birthday. I had to, oh, get that sticky off. So here we go again. Yeah, I had to make it super special. I try to make all my cards super special. So here we go. I'm taking some of the goobers off from the Xyron. Just a few. The eraser helps it, the white eraser. I wouldn't try putting pink eraser to try and get it off. Ooh, icing, yum, yum. Now, I looked very closely at this card, zoomed it right up, and I saw that there was lace, like a doily. I don't know if it was a Stampin' Up die. I don't know where the doily came from, but I did know I had to find myself a doily. I didn't use that heart one. It didn't go. I found a larger one, and it was thinner. There's my little mini micro dot. Glue dot behind the bow. I don't want that to shift. And now we will make this portion to put the cupcake on. And it's so crazy pretty. I don't have the measurements because my granddaughter picked the card up already. But you just have to know that 3/4 of the card has this, yeah, right there. This kind of rectangle shape. Or no, it looks pretty square to me. Yeah. I didn't measure anything, but I am putting double-sided tape on the back. I'll put some liquid tape as well so that very seldom do I get it dead on the first time. So I need to have that liquid glue. Did I say liquid tape? No, it's liquid glue. I've never found liquid tape anywhere. So, yeah, if you find it, let me know. And here we go. I made this card just like a few days ago. I think Monday, actually. So I guess it was 5 days ago. 4 days ago. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Thursday. 4 days ago. And I had a blast with it because I had the creation of it looking me right in the eyes. The front of it anyway. And I had an Inkadinkado set of 3 cupcakes in my stash. Oh, I love using my stash, I tell you what. It's just sitting there and it was really nice to use it. And I don't know what big box store I got this Inkadinkado stamps, but I know it was at a big box store. And it was so similar, it was crazy. I love shopping in my stash actually. You can see at the top there, I was going to use the Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. But when, oh, there's my doily. I'm sorry, I'm going to be jumping all over the place. You know I do that all the time. My thoughts are here and thither. So when I can grab them out of the air, I just run with it. I say it to get it out there before it's lost. Yes, so here we are. I'm just going to cut this, and with scissors, I don't have to put it through the trimmer because it's just so fine. I didn't want it to, you know, I didn't want to have to use more than one doily trying to get it right. So trimming it off with the scissors was kind of nice. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching my last tutorial on the completion of my wedding album. I sure appreciated that, and I love your comments, and they just make my channel. I say it all the time. And here we go. Isn't that sweet? You can barely see it like on the camera, but truly, it is so vivid in person. Now, my granddaughter said, Nan, could you add diamond bling? I want to add diamond bling. And I think the card had a 60 on the bottom with a stamp. Like it was stamped with a 60 on the bottom right-hand corner there. But she wanted 59, and I had some silver bling numbers in my stash, so I got those out, and it was perfect for here. This card was meant to be, I tell you. Now here we are. I took the small roll of diamond bling that I have. It's just very fine, and it looks beautiful. Oh, so fine on the bottom. And there's the Inky Dinky Doo. Inky Dinky Doo. I think it's Inky Dinky Doo. Oh, yeah. I think I'm thinking of that song. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo, Inky Dinky Dinky Doo. Oh, I sing. Diddly-dinky-dee. I love you. Diddly-dinky-dinky-doo. Good night. I can't even think of that song. That'll be in my brain all day. So that's okay. That's why I said Inky Dinky Doo, I think. Who knows, right? Who knows with me? So here we go, 59. It went on crooked, but I do straighten that up. The 5 is just a tad to the side there. So I came back and I did that. And this is the embroidery thread that I'm messing all up there. But I got it back in order, tied it in a knot, and I'll put it back. It's so nice and fine, this embroidery thread, isn't it? Just pretty. And then I'm just going to slap it on there. That's how it was, just like that. Actually, a little better than that, but that's pretty well how this card looked. And like I said, I'll leave it at the end. I could not find it to be able to reach. I'm still going to look for it so that I can reach the creator of this card. I think they did a wonderful job. And I appreciate the fact that I was able to look at that card and design something close. Yet have my own signature on it, you know, my own style of designing. But this front is pretty close. Yep, there we go. I've got it. Oh, there's that beautiful icing. Yum, yum. It's making me hungry. All right, so here's the stamp. I am going to make quite a few of them. As you see, I did use the Simon Says stamp, but I switched over to the VersaFine. I love the VersaFine. It's so juicy and it's so black. But I did use the other one too because I do cut them to make them too high. I made the icing up one, so I had to cut 2 of them. And I put in clear embossing powder on it so that it really had that nice shine. And there you go. I used a lighter cardstock on this. This is 85 pound white because I had to fussy cut it. And when I use the 140 pound white, it doesn't fussy cut well. It's just too thick. And look at me go here. Isn't that fantastic? And I am going to fussy cut that. And now I'm looking for some sentiments and a happy birthday. I had this stamp of approval set, but I did go with this happy birthday font. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. I'm going to leave the links to all of the products that I used out of my stash. I think I only used the happy birthday on this once. That's why I'm really enjoying the sentiments. They're really cute sentiments. I do show you the one that I picked out of it, but this set, I hope you can still get it because it's a lovely set. I'll tell you in a minute where that's from because I put all my supplies away already. I've cleaned up from this and I'm moving on to another one. So here we go. I'm cutting them out. I think I cut out 3 of them just in case. You always want to have one that you get to play around with in case you make a mistake. And that's what I did here. So anyway, I don't know if that's a Mama Elephant set. There's two sets with the font Happy Birthday. One is Happy Birthday and the other set is Happy Birthday to You with beautiful calligraphy on it. I just love it. The hand lettering, it's lovely. And yeah, out of my stash. Haven't used this one but once, that Happy Birthday, one time. That's terrible. We need to get into our stash and start using up that stuff. That's my goal. I want to make some Christmas cards. Icing. You're gonna get, I won't say it again. I know, it can drive you nuts, right? So here I thought, okay, I saw it had a little bit of dark to light on this, so I took the Simon Says Intense Black ink and my applicator, and I'm adding some shadow, some shading on the cupcake itself. I'm going around all the edges of the cupcakes, of course. I don't want to see white cardstock. And it was, I still didn't know what set this was from. I was mainly, and because it isn't the same, like my stamp has little wee candy thingies on it. Sorry about my head there. But here, this had all these squiggly. So I grabbed my Staedtler 0.3 marker because it is Copic friendly. And I started adding my own squigglies. And then I thought it was really funny when I found out that it was an actual stamp set that had squigglies on it. Somebody just didn't do this. I thought it was so unique to put these on the cupcake. Never seen anything like it. I love things that are unique. So this really stood out to me. And yeah, at the end when I found out that it was an actual stamp set, it was nice to know. But because I'm using things out of my stash, here's the colors. I showed you from light Copic cupcake colors, light to dark. I used the C family. I always, for shading, I love the C family of Copic markers. So I went from the C2, I think I started with, and right up to, I think, C7, the darkest one that I used anyway. It might go up more. And here is the VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I forgot, oh, happy birthday, Angela. There's your balloons. I forgot to put powder on it. So I got out my baby powder. I put it on the other side and I'll stamp it again. And then I got to give it some of my muscles. I got to really press down on that Fiskars press. You know I love this Fiskars press. I love it as much as the stamp platform, the stamping platform. It's less work. You just put your stamp on there, press down, add some clear embossing powder, extra fine if you can get it. Oh, this one is from Mama Elephant, and it's called Birthday Wishes. I knew I had put that up for you. And it says, happy birthday. Isn't that font delicious? I love it. And yeah, that little thing gets my fingers black every time. So here we go. I placed some black paper. I don't want to take any chances with my card. And I'm going to start again. No, yes I am. Get off of my thread. Ah, yes, you know our pets, that they just, they don't listen. They do what they want to do. They have a mind of their own. So here we go. Oh, this one came out perfect. This was perfect. I didn't want it to cover up the doily, obviously. And there's my little cupcake. And I made it, I lifted it up with hot glue because of the thread. And then I'm going to lift it up again after I add a little bit of shadow underneath the icing, right? Because I am going to add another layer. And I thought, why not? Let's have some shading. I think it's the C7 that I'm using there. Any black of any type marker would look great. And then underneath all of the yummy icing, I just put a little bit of shading. I don't know why, because I'm adding another layer. But I guess I wasn't really sure whether I was going to add that, but I did. And then I took my Wink Estella and I put my little, the little candy things you can see on the icing there. I put it on there with the Wink Estella. Or I could have used my other shiny pen. Let's get it out. You know, the Jelly Roll? Yeah. I use that. I went back and forth. That's what I do, whatever's closest to me. Isn't that pretty? Now, this is pretty close, but I added diamonds and the 59, and obviously I used a satin black bow, which was different. I think my doily's different. So I really did, I just took the concept, the structure, the design, and I thank you for that. Whoever created this card, you did a fantastic job. And here we go. I straightened. I told you I would go back and straighten up that 5. And I really like that. I'm just taking off a little bit of the doily there. It was sticking out. Just a little bit. And there you have it. I am finished. No, I'm not finished the front because I ended up going in my stash and I had these diamond squares. So I cut them in on the angle and I put one on one side of the card and one on the other. But I guess I'm not going to show you that, but take my word for it. I do it, and I do show you. I know I do. So here we go. I'm going to start the inside. I'm just doing some cutting here. And there we go. This is the inside, the upper. I think this is, or maybe this is the back. I did all the sides, so it's hard for me to tell just looking at it, doing the voiceover here for you. But I think this is the back. Yes, it is, because I can see the fold over of the cardstock. Ran it through the 5-inch Xyron. Love this thing, saves you time, and that won't be going anywhere. That cardstock is not going to lift. The Xyron is fantastic. So I put that on the back, kind of to cover the fold too that I made. Here's the inside. I'm going to add another white to the inside. So you have the white base, 5x7. You have the black on the upper lower, and then you have the white again on the upper lower. Doesn't that look beautiful? And it's heavy weight, like I love my cards. Yeah, don't put that on top of there, Carol. Oh, what are you thinking? Cut off another piece quick and easy. That's what I like. And I don't know why I am going back to look at the picture, because basically the front, other than the diamonds, is complete. Then we're going to move on here and put this happy birthday on the inside. There we go. I didn't say nothing. No, my lips are sealed. So here we go. Happy birthday. Don't you love this font? Oh, I love it. And the next one from another set that says happy birthday to you is just as pretty, but it's from a different set. It's beautiful. You know, if we look in our stash, it's amazing what we're going to find. I took the corners off. I took the harsh edge off of this one on the inside. I just wanted to soften it up. So if you want to soften up a card, just take your corner puncher, whatever you have to do this, and round it out. And it looks very pretty. So here we go. I must be looking for the liquid. I don't know. Yes, there it is. Oh yeah. And let's put that down, and let's put our, oh, I decided to put, yes, I decided to follow the design to have the shading, and then I'm going to do squigglies like everywhere. Squiggle, 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 and that will match the front cupcake. And I was really pleased with it. I love the look of it. You know, this was so much fun. I really did enjoy it. Once you see a picture of something and you have that in your head and you have that idea, it's easy to run with, isn't it? You don't have to be trying to think up something. Like I said, I don't case too many cards, but this one, you know, she sent it to me. She wanted something close to it. So that's what I did. Now, I took all the sentiments out of this set, the photopolymer set. And I'm putting them all on my stamp press here, my Fiskars stamp press. And I'm going to do it all at once. And then I'm going to cut them all down, and then I'm going to make them different shapes and put black behind them. And then I sent it over to her via Messenger and asked her which sentiment she would like to have. I am fitting it with a piece of cardstock. Always remember that to have it inside those round spongy thingy dingies, because you don't want to get your black cardstock or your black ink on your spongies. So I always measure to see that I have a piece of paper that's pretty close. There we go. And then what's really funny, I didn't use it. Don't do what I say. Do what I do. What you see me do, yeah. I can say one thing and then all of a sudden I do something else, right? That's what I do. So here we go. Put it back in. Yeah, then brush it all off my desk and then sweep the floor. That's what I do. Now I'm going to heat set this. Oh, it came out nice, you know. That VersaFine Onyx Black ink is amazing, amazing. And you know, I'm still working. I think this is the second one I've had in all this time. I'm taking my Tim Holtz trimmer and I'm going to trim all these out. And then I am going to cut out some black for behind it. And the sentiment that she did pick out is so crazy cute. All of these are wonderful sentiments. This set is a keeper. I really like it for birthdays. I had forgot I had it in my stash, actually. And yeah, I put it to the forefront. I want to use it on other birthday cards. So there we go. There's all the sentiments. And they're all different sizes, which is nice. If you're fitting it on a design, right? You don't have to go with a real thin one. There's nice thick ones, and they're really like sentimental, but then there's a few that are funny. Oh yes, I said I wasn't going to say anything. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. And here we go. What are we going to do? Stare at my trimmer for a little bit. Oh, I did the corner. See how I did like the upper and the lower, cutting it off with the, or punching it out with the, that little blue puncher thing there to make the rounded corners. And then I did one that was thicker. I did all the corners round, and then I left some square. And yeah, I just changed it all up. Hi. Oh yes. Hi. Yeah, hi. I have to have cup. I don't know. I'm losing it. Yeah. I have to have, like, you know, I'm talking to myself. So it's just like, oh, I might as well have somebody I can say hi to. Hello. So here we go. I have to make, I want to make all the black match the white edges, right? So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just taking my time, and I'm taking my punch and I'm trimming off the corners that I actually did on the sentiment white pieces. And there you have it. I should have, I think in the pictures, yes, you can do a still shot and read all of them if you're interested in this set. And you know I'll have all the products over on my blog as I try to get all the products there and link them, do direct links for you so it's quick and easy to find it. And I will try my best to get everything. Here I'm looking, what are my scissors doing in there? Carol, get those scissors up. They don't belong there. They belong in the next jar, next to that, in my little scissor jar. But this is my Wink Estella and my Jelly Roll pens. Isn't that funny how we do that? It's just like, and I'm not taking it out either, as you can see. So here I'm just going to fill in the little candy things with sparkly. And then I do something different on the inside cupcake. I think you're going to like it. I got out my seed beads. I forgot all about seed beads. With all that jewelry making stuff I have, I had seed beads. And then I thought, black seed beads, they'll look yummy-licious on the one on the inside. Here I'm just adding a few lines with the Jelly Roll. Why not? Just to have, so Angela, when she sees it, has a little bit of sparkle for her 59th birthday. Happy birthday, Angela, by the way. And there's a close-up. Ooh, look at that sparkle. And then here's where I decide to put the bling on the upper right, lower left. I know I did because it just looked naked. I could not leave it like that. So I just cut these squares you get at Michael's. I'm just going to tell you that's where you get them, in the bridal section or in the bling section, not sure. And I always add liquid glue to the back. I do not depend on the sticky. Even though it feels really sticky in time, they will lift. So add some liquid glue behind them if you're new to card making. And thank you for joining me if you are new to card making. You'll find that my tutorials are a little longer than most. But the beauty of YouTube is you can just slide that bar over and look at the end result. You don't have to sit there and go through the whole tutorial with me. But this is what I do, right? So here we go. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the inside, except for it's going to be on each side. And I'll add some glue. And bling is so pretty, especially when the diamonds are so fine like this. It just adds something to it, you know, without being overdone. I really do think that. And then I thought, well, let's get that cupcake in there, right in the center. So I went along all the edges, did the exact same thing as I did with the front paneled cupcake. And this Inkadinka set, I think, was $1. Oh, there went my, sorry if you heard that bang, that's my slipper. Yes. So here we go. I'm just showing you the Copics that I used at 100 miles an hour, but I did show, if you back up, I use the C family all the time. So, oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, I just got an email. That always happens, so I apologize again. And I always put glue on the glue stick that's going in. My next glue stick, I glue the end of it and then put it in there so it doesn't move or fall out. So that's just, I saw that on a video. I thought it was ingenious. So now I'm doing it, but I can't take the credit for it because I didn't think it up. Nothing is new under the sun, right? Now I thought, okay, should I add a few little beads or these things on there? Oh, first of all, I'm going to add some black. And then I had this gorgeous silver thread. And it's so fine. It's so fine you can hardly tell it's there. It just glitters in certain spots. Yeah, here I'm going through my sequins. Sequins! Yes, that's what they're called. And seeing, but you know what? They're too big. Put them back here. Oh, they're too big. But it was a thought. And if you like sequins, you could put a few on there, black and white ones. But I just found it too big, so I went to my jewelry stash, grabbed some seed beads. Love, love this thread. Oh, I really love it. It's beautiful. It's going to be beautiful for Christmas cards, this thread, the silver, and I have one in gold. And the funny thing was, when I put the seed beads on, I did it with the liquid glue, and then I went to heat set it, and guess what? You know, the thread, it went, you know, it just sucked it all into a different shape. It melted it, actually, but I tell you what, it looked gorgeous. I loved the look of it melted. You'll see that in the pictures too. I really did. I thought, I'm not taking that off. I really like the look of melted thread. So it looked like I did it on purpose, but I didn't. I just wasn't thinking, of course. So here you have it. There's the front. Clean and simple, takes no time whatsoever. And then you open it up and you can do this. That's what I did with that beautiful silver thread on there. And then you'll see me when I put the seed beads on those little things right there. I'm showing you all those little candy marks. You'll see I heat set it and crinkled it all up. It's a wonder it just didn't disappear because that heat tool gets hot. There we go. I'm doing a close-up. I'm doing a close-up of melting it for you. It's a new technique, melted thread by Carol Held. So here we are. We're going to put the glue down for my little seed beads. I'm going to grab my reverse tweezers. If you're new to card making, it would be nice to invest in reverse tweezers. They're wonderful. I couldn't be without them. I really do like them. And I'm going to add, in the seed beads they have little holes, so I added some more glue just so it would seep through. And here we go. Look at this. Oh, what am I doing? What's happening to my thread, I'm thinking? Oh, that looks pretty cool. Let's do it again. I'm pretty sure I did it again. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm looking at that one going, boy, that's different. Oh, I put some acetate on there when I close it. I am thinking now, I don't want that glue to go on the top portion because I'd have to rip it off and start again. I'm showing you a close-up of my melted thread. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So melt your thread. You'd be really happy you did. infomercial, right? So here I end up using this one, and it says you have to really be something special today because 3,962,000 people also had birthdays, and I was only thinking of you. Went something like that, because obviously I can't read it like that. But look at how I matched the corners. I did some, you know, cut left flush, and then I did some, there it is right there. Oh, like you're going to be able to read that, right? I can't read that, and I have glasses on. I don't know what I was thinking. But in the pictures, you can stop, freeze frame it, and there's my seed beads. I'm cleaning up. No, don't put that there. No, don't put that there. You can't put it there. It ends up, I put it on the upper portion because I wanted to do all four sides. I'm back to doing cards, yes. Now comes the Taste dans la Resistance, using Christina Griffiths 5x7 box set. Everything comes in this set. You've got the filigree, the happy birthday, the beautiful filigree corners, the tag, the sun, the I decided to do, okay, if you go over, I'm going to leave the link to Christina's video that shows you there's two ways of doing this box die. The one where it folds in at the top. I do that one here, but it's so funny. I didn't match the paper right, and it looked kind of odd. So I decided to do Christina's plan B. So here we go. I'm just running it through the Gemini, and yeah, and then some butterflies dropped by my craft room. Here we go. I did a black one and a white die cut. Look at, it's the box all complete for you. All you have to do on this one, I think you have to cut out one portion of it, but I do show you. I end up cutting it out. I don't know if I did it with my scissors or my trimmer. I can't see what I'm doing myself. I apologize for that. But I didn't use this box the way, let me see, I just folded it down. I'm putting the edges on. I did the whole box. It's just that I didn't like the way I used white and black. Although it grew on me. I really should have used this one because I do like it as time went on. Even though I created the box so that the lid goes on top, because I wanted to use those corner pieces. It has these little, looks like metal corners, tabs for, you know, keeping the box closed. But I didn't. But I do like the fact, and I've done it in another video. I'll try to find that video showcasing this set. Thank you, Christina. You're a genius. I love this. I'm going to have to save up to get different size box dies because this made it so easy for having a 5x7 card and then instantly having a box for it. So here we go. Look at this white one. So I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do here? I have to think on how this works. I didn't want to put the lid on the top. I wanted to do it so that you slid the card down the top and then folded the top portion. So there it is. All right, let's get at her. So I took my other trimmer and you cut the lip off the one side all the way across. Just cut it out. And then you cut the two bottom corners out. So you're left with that. But you leave the box intact on the other side, on the black one. Everything's intact. So now you're going to put glue right here, then take the cut side and put it over there, and then fold down the left side and put glue on it, and then just slide this over. Watch this. There we go. And then put that right on top, just right over top, flat, flush. And look at that. The only thing I thought was kind of funny, it was kind of zebra looking, was the fact that, oh yeah, I'm thinking, oh, that isn't that great. I don't know if Angela would understand that, if she would think I did that on purpose, but I didn't. I just thought, no, I think I want to do an all black box. I don't want to go with the funky zebra thing going on because the card's so cute. But I did set that aside. I am going to use it on another card. Obviously, I do like it. I like the side white and then the other side's black. It's so cute. Yeah. So I'm putting it away. I've got my 2 black pieces. You will love this die in your stash. If you make 5x7 cards, Christina Griffiths has come up with the ultimate box set. And she put all the extra goodies in there, which is wonderful. Yeah, I'm going and putting it away. I am keeping that. I'm not getting rid of that. It's, like I said, it just grew on me. So I'm getting rid of the guts, throwing those in the garbage, and then we're going to proceed to make a box with the lid over top. Yes. And then when you do that, remember the lid that goes over top, just slide the edges over a little bit so you have some room because it's going over top of the box. I took out my Altenew die cutter, my little one, and I'm making these edges. Are they not adorable? Adorable, Christina. I love this, having it, you know. And if you did it like in a patina, acrylic paints, you know, and you made it look like metal, oh, so many ideas ran through my head with those corner edges, that dies that you put in the set. And that long twirly one is so funny. I tried to put it through the Altenew die cutter, but it was too long. Yeah, so I set that aside. But look at the edges. Look at the fine, intricate corners, excuse me, there at the left-hand side. And the tag die, I used that. Pretty sure I did. Boy, I can't remember. But I did die cut it. And I always have like an envelope, a white, big, like a manila folder that I put, I just write on it from what set extras they are so that I can use them at another time when creating with this particular box set, and I put them in there. So, you know, I have it all ready at my disposal to use in another video. So here's the happy birthday. I ended up putting them 3 high. This is in the box set, the 5x7. I like to call it an Insta box, because it's just as quick and easy as it is. Just run it through, run it back, look at me go. And I made the happy birthday 3 high. And then one of them I put in black, but I didn't use it because it was on the black box. You couldn't see it. Yeah, I'm trying to think, why didn't you use it, Carol? I saw it, that it's a black box and you couldn't see it, but I did put it in my folder. Look at this. I'm trying to get this to work out. I thought, okay, what if I just slide it? Like I put it on and then I take it out. You can't do that. It always does a double take. You end up cutting it and then it never cuts on the same line. Look at this. Come on, let's get through. There we go. Yeah, you have to have it in there properly. And then I go to slide it up and it moved up. Look, it moved on me. I thought I'd just do a little bit. Oh no. It was not good. So I just thought, no, don't try. This is where I messed it up. I should have just cut it out right there, but I didn't. And look at that. Oh, yikes. So I threw it out. Start again. And don't forget, if you use black cardstock on your plates, to wipe it up with a baby wipe, because the indents will go onto your white cardstock next if you're using white cardstock or colored cardstock. So always wash your plates off after die cutting black cardstock. And look at all those goodies. This is just a yummy set. I really do love it. So here you have it. I am going to pick out the sentiment she asked me to use, which was the one I read to you. And we're going to put it in the middle of the upper portion of the card. Oh, look at that. Get it? Oh, yes. This little kitty is for Tina. This kitty, yes. I have a kitty in my craft room, Tina. So I'll dedicate her to you. So you have to really be something special, because 3,285,000 people had birthdays today, and I can't read the bottom, but this was made especially for you, something like that. But I was thinking especially of you. I think that's the way it goes. You'll see it in the pictures. Cute, cute sentiments. So there you have it, the front, the inside, and we're going to move on to the back, of course, and the box. So I want to have happy birthday. Here I'm just adding the black, which is nice. It just didn't go with the box. Obviously, you couldn't see it very well. So I set it aside. Yeah, after I had so much glue on me, I didn't know what to do. Yeah, so I wiped that up, and then I'm thinking, okay, leave that like that. I will use it on something else. So then I layered the happy birthday. I found this in my stash, and I think it's a Spellbinders die. It's either a Spellbinders or a stamp of approval. I'm not too sure, but I will look this up. I tried to find it in my stash. I already had it pre-cut. I tried to find it, but I was, had to move on this because she was picking up the card, and I thought, oh, I love this die. So I'll leave it in my blog, on my blog for you. So here you go. I'm just adding dots everywhere of the glue, the white glue, and I'm going to seat it on the back portion of the card. And then I took my my handmade, created especially for you by Carol Held. I stamped them out. I put clear embossing powder on it. I'm going to heat set that and add it to the back of the card so Angela knows that this wasn't a Hallmark card. This was created to her from me. And yeah, of course. So I used, I think, a Stampin' Up! Punch right there. That's what I'm cutting out. And I'm putting that on the bottom portion of my card. There it is. It is, oh, I don't know. I think it is Stampin' Up! It's a nice punch anyway. I think they're made by EK Success. I'm not too sure, but isn't that lovely? And then I'll just grow a flower while I'm creating this, of course. It's been a long time since I created a flower on my channel, hasn't it? I used to use that all the time. And here you go. I end up layering it twice. I put one on top of the other one. It just needed a lift on it. Could it be because maybe I had a little dot on it? I don't know. But it looked really nice by putting two of them on there, so that's what I did. And then we're going to move to decorating the box to put this in. And these I get at Beatty's at my stationery store. It's not expensive to get one of those pouncers. And yeah, I'm almost done your gift, Angela. Your card box gift. And Christina Griffiths 5x7 box die. I will leave the direct link. If you're interested, there's the order number for you. And I'm creasing all of this with my Teflon bone folder. Love the Teflon bone folder if you're new to card making. It does not leave any marks, those shiny marks on it, so that on your paper. So that's awful nice that they created that, isn't it? Who'd have thunk? Now I'm putting the glue on the corners. I didn't have to hold it down because that art glitter glue dries almost instantly. And then I'm going to measure the box here so that I have the half moon cut out at the right place so it's even. There you go. And let's just punch that out, punch it on the other side. And isn't that sweet? So now let's fold up, remembering that the top portion, just bring out your edges a little bit so it's a tad bit wider, just a tad, just to go over the box nicely. There you go. And then after I had it all folded, everything was done, I thought, oh, I make, when I use this box set, I like to put, sentiment on the inside. So when they take out the card with the tissue paper, they see something down in the box. In this case, it's happy birthday. No, I didn't want to use that. That was in my stash. So the corners have, it already has a fold in it, a crease. It already has a crease mark. It's all ready to go. Christina thought of everything. So when you use the corners here on that, oh, and it's funny because this paper is my wedding paper with a nice shine, sheeny shine on it, but I ended up not using the shine part. I ended up turning it over and using the flat white. I thought everything was in a flat white, so I just used the opposite side of the paper. And here we go. Cover the corners. Doesn't that look lovely? And then in the holes there, I ended up putting pearls just to give it a little feminine touch. And we are almost on the finish line, my friends. There's the little tag. Oh yes, I put happy birthday on each side where the half moon cutouts were, just on top. Ran it through my 1-inch Xyron here and made it super easy to put on the box. And there you have it. I took it out, I put one on one side and one on the other. And there it is. Let's move on. Get those down. Move forward, Carol. Here we go. Doesn't that look pretty on the black? Oh, I love it. Now you have to go over to the other side and do the identical thing on the other half moon cutout. Put happy birthday there. And I love black and white. I love working with black and white. And I love those filigree corners, Christina. They're beautiful. So as we move forward and I get all the glue out of the innards of the happy birthday, we're going to put those gorgeous filigree corners on the top. And I'm going to put happy birthday to you on the inside of the box. So here's the part that, oh, you know, you don't want to put too much glue, but you need to have just enough glue. And I don't put it on all four corners either. I like the look of just doing it on the upper left, lower right. When you have a box that's 5 by 7, you don't want to overdo the design, I think. Yeah, so here we go. Look at that. I don't know what I'm doing there. When you do an edit, there's some things that you can't take out because you end up taking out something you don't want to with it. So yeah, and we all create like this. We're all just sitting in there, and there it is. Happy birthday to you. Isn't that lovely? It's a Sugar Pea Designs stamp set that I found in my stash. And I'm going to start, I'm working in the evenings on the box for the wedding album. And during the day now, I'm doing a nice Christmas set. That's what I'm going to start. Doing some Christmas cards for you. And you know what I forgot to do? Of course, I forgot to put my baby powder on the inside of the box. So I'm working with trying to get all the little, there wasn't too many, but there were a few. So I'm careful to just keep my tool here, my heat tool, right on the letters itself, not to stray outside the happy birthday to you. Here is a fast showcase. Phew! Then I had some black tissue paper that I will put the card in. And then I thought, you know what? I know people don't like it if they open it up. You put all these sequins in there and they fall all over the floor. There's nothing more frustrating to have to clean after you have a card. But I thought, how much fun would it be to use this Martha Stewart? Oh yes, the happy birthday to you is from Sugar Pea Designs. I just wanted you to be reminded of that. How cute would it be with this punch I had to put 59 candles in there, because Angela's 59. So I made sure there were 59, and then when you opened up, you took the tissue part out. And then, yes, I did have one candle of the 59 on the front there, but I took it off and put it back underneath. So there you have it. I made it just a tad bit bigger when I put the glue on the corner edges so that I could have it over top. And now I want to design the cupcake on the front of the box really quickly for you. There's the set. Isn't it cute? There's 3 of them, and I love rubber stamps. I know you can't see through them, but they give the best images. I even went back and stamped it again and got right on the stamp perfectly. I didn't mess it up. That was unusual. So I was pretty happy. I just needed the bottom portion. I didn't press hard enough. So I made 2 of them. I put clear embossing powder so it had that nice shine to it. And we're going to design this exact same thing for on the front of the box. So everything, it kind of flows together, if you know what I mean. So let's fussy cut this out and do the edges with your Copic marker or any marker, black marker you have. Then we're going to do the squigglies, and yeah. And then, like I said, I took a picture of this card that my granddaughter showed me from Pinterest. I'll leave it at the end, and then I'll try and find it so I can contact. Oh, I put 2 of them on here. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. And then I used beautiful white thread. This is a thicker thread. And I put that on the box so it all went together. And oh, look, come here. Oh yeah. No, can you get away? You don't have to get, oh, don't get upset. It's okay. They're all my crafting friends. I invite them all into my craft room. I enjoy them. So here's the white thread that I used. It said it was from 1952. So you know I got that at a secondhand store, thrift store. And now I'm adding my shading with my C markers, just flicking it on there. There's no rhyme or reason. It's Inka-Dinka-Doo Cupcake 3. That's what the set is. And I know it was under $1.50. I just thought, wow, that's a good deal. And then I have cupcakes if I ever need to make a children's card. Now here is my jelly roll pen. I'm doing all that on there. I don't want to put any of the sequins or any of the beads on that in case, they came off. It'd be terrible. So now here comes the pearls to the edges all the way around. Of course, Angela, you needed pearls on the edges, right? Well, as I finish this project up, I want to thank you ahead of time for viewing my tutorials, for your lovely comments, and for subscribing. I sure appreciate that. And I hope you liked this. Thank you to Christina Griffiths for designing this 5x7 box die. It's wonderful to have in your stash, and it'll be over. The links will be on my blog, of course. And there you have it. All the corners are nicely pearled out. I didn't realize how many pearls go around the area. I just going, whoa, I hope I don't run out of these pearls. Look at, I'm right down to the wire. So happy birthday. All the pearls are done. The design on the front, oh, I got a little bit of something from my mat on there. But the baby white took care of it, and I just dried it with my heat tool. And it was okay. It dried. Dried fine. Doesn't look like it there, but it did dry nicely. So here we have it. We are just going to, I grabbed the wrong thing. I grabbed the phone to bring it in. Oh, hello, yeah, oh, don't you love it? Oh yeah, he dropped right out of sight. So here we go. Yeah, I grabbed my phone instead of grabbing the thingy for zooming in, my zoom in and out thingy. So Angela, I hope you like it. I've just grabbed some of this doily material to make it really nice to take a picture of it and to cover my mat. And we are going to put this down for you. There it is. Grab it. There. 2 cupcakes, the nice thread, the corner edges. Happy birthday. And then you have this little cutout from your punch to grab a hold of the 2 edges to lift it off the box. And I had so much fun creating it for you. And I hope that you were inspired by this one card. 59 candles in there for you, Angela. Happy birthday to you. And thank you for joining me today. Once again, I say it 1,000 times, don't I? But I am truly thankful to have you in my craft room. I have the best subscribers. I've always said that. Oh, upside down, Carol. Turn it around. That's all you need. And then I'm going to take these pictures. I hope you enjoy them. Here is a close-up of this beautiful cupcake card. I had a blast creating it for you, Angela. I hope you enjoy it. And you have an extra special 59th birthday. Happy birthday right there. And my thread, my heated thread, and the sparklies, and just showing all this to you. So anyway, thank you for joining me in my craft room today, my friends. Have yourself a blessed week as always. I will leave the links on my blog. And like I always say, there you have it. Have yourself a blessed day. Take care.